Generic greetings and welcome to Data Center. Today's beverage is a very carbonated yet nicely chilled grape soda, also very sugary as well. Either way, welcome to the demo of Data Center Simulator. That's actually not the full title. I'm just sort of conditioned to put simulator on the end of most games these days. However, I think it's fairly apt because this purportedly is about building, assembling, and managing the day-to-day of a data center slash server farm, although those terminologies might not be interchangeable. There's probably very technical differences in that, but I wouldn't know because, well, I'm very much a dog with a chemistry set here. A lot of the times when we have these simulator games, I don't know what I'm doing. A lot of that could be for comedic effect, and other times, most of the time, I genuinely have no idea what I'm doing. This is very much towards the latter. I do have a tiny bit of knowledge, but a tiny bit of knowledge goes not very far and also is exceptionally dangerous. Either way, we're going to try this out and we'll see what it has to offer. And if nothing else, you can laugh at me getting probably tangled up in a bundle of cables. So we will load in and we'll see what it has here. So top left shows our reputation, experience, and experience per second, all of them currently set at 0. We have 30,000 generic units of currency, and then we have money per second, which is again is 0. I'm going to assume a lot of that is changing and hopefully going up as we build up our servers and start actually dealing with clients and such. The tutorial, which as far as I can tell is fairly basic, is currently telling us to buy a rack in the online store. Reward is 50 experience. Okay, we will do that only once we have surveyed our surroundings. So okay, like a lot of IT jobs, this is, I'm going to assume, in a basement. We have no windows with complete artificial light. So yeah, also probably no way out. Open up the loading bay door, and yep, we are stuck in here forever. Perfect. So discount furniture in the corner. We have a trolley. Yes, we can move this pallet around. That's fine. Probably for loading multiple items from here. We have a dumpster that's been dumped. We have some discount pine furniture. Long desk is long with hot beverage dispensers, our computer, cold beverage storage unit, and then a whiteboard with, well, it's basically an explosion in an alphabet and maths book. Like I said, dog with a chemistry set. No idea what I'm doing. Although I've been in and around the IT sphere, shall we say, for most of my life, and especially, I do have friends that are in networking and servers and routing and security and help desk and programming. So you hear a lot. Like I said, this sort of side of it, yeah. A tiny bit of knowledge doesn't go a long way and certainly is very dangerous. So I'll do my best. Customer 1, is that wide access network? Yeah, it's going to be fun reading the comments on this for any internet experts that know what they're on about. Border slash spine, all the way down to servers. That is probably our domain. We've got, again, these here. Saying 1 to switch. Switch to switch. Is that no, don't do it? I don't know. I'll just follow the tutorial and see what explodes. And we also have, oh, don't say we're going to have to deal with IPs. Yep, okay, this is going to be fun. So this is our main admin office. In here we have this is where we're going to have our actual servers. It's certainly the inside the concrete brutalist monolith, most likely. I don't know if it's climate controlled or has any fire suppression, but maybe that's beyond the scope of this video. It does have a lot of loops here. I don't know what the cable trays. No. Anyway, lots of options for all the servers here. There's all the bases, and then you've got all, like, say, the sort of routing up there. But anyway, let's go over to our computer, and it says buy a rack in the online store. So we have shop and network map. Oh, I don't really want to click on this because it's probably going to be a lot of numbers, and oh yes, good, loads of zeros. Good, yeah, there's going to be a lot more once we connect things up. I'm assuming that's for, well, displaying of simulation as well as troubleshooting. Anyway, shop, it says go and buy a server rack. So what have we got? We got System X servers, yellow. We got RISC servers, blue. We got GPU servers, green. And mainframe servers in purple. Switches, racks, cables, and SFP. Isn't that what Sun Cream is rated at? Let's go over to rack so we can unlock either the rack black for and the comedian slash mutant. No, stop. Let's go for the rack black. 1,200 generic units of currency. So we will check out that one there, and it says mount the rack on the rack mount. So sounds like we've had a delivery. So we'll roll up the shutters and into this very red container, and this is our rack. So we can bring it around. I could probably dump it on here and push it around, I assume. Yeah, all that is actually simulated. But for this one now, we're just going to bring it in, and it is telling us to put it there. So I will follow that, and oh, it gets 3D printed apparently. And there is our rack. Okay. We now need to buy a switch and a yellow server. So we'll go to shop and to a yellow server. I said switch first. I'll follow what it says in the tutorial. I looked a switch, so for 230, and I can't afford that. Okay, it looks like we're going to get the yellow server first. So there it is, System X server to you. Does that mean it's getting delivered to me, or is to you the... Is that the form factor? I don't know. Did that get delivered? No. Checkout. There we go. I unlocked it, and I didn't buy it. There we are. And obviously these servers will have ratings and such. I don't know what they're rated at. Are they like input-output cycles along those lines? There, just dump it there. Oh, good grief. Right, let's just spin that around. So, it says... Top left is on-off. When the device is off, the EOL timer is paused. EOL. Is that end of life? Again, just a lot of assuming. Oh, actually, it is end of life. I was trying to move my mouse to show that, but to show that. It says change customer buttons. You have to set up for the customer's application you need. Set IP button. You have to set up an IP for the correct subnet. That's the bit I'm not looking forward to. Customer logo and application logo. I don't know if that's a Belson box or not. Device name, effective speed, maximum speed, end of life. Yeah, we'll deal with that later. On the back, it shows we've got some cooling fans there and network ports. Connecting both ports on the server will not make the server compute faster, but will create redundancy. If one paths fail, the application is still served by a second path. So I don't know whether the game's going to simulate cable failures or anything like that. Or I think breakages, if you just rip the cable out, it'll stop working, but putting in two might help you out. So there we go, that's what we've got here. I can power it up, and oh, it shows the name of the server, so it's server.yellow1 underscore hyphen 11368. Max speed is 5,000 IOPS. Is that input-output per second? Effective speed is 0, and end of life is 2 hours. And I think that is, yep, that's realistically simulated. Right, let's turn that off. So, oh, but if I go over to here now, oh no, not network map. Hang on, let me turn that off. And oh, you know what? No, let's just keep following this tutorial because otherwise we're going to get into trouble. And it was a switch, wasn't it? So there we go. We'll get the switch. So the switch, it says, oh, buy cable in the store and mount the switch in the rack. Well, I'm going to put the switch in the rack first. It says recommended in the top position. Okay, so we get this here. Again, I assume these... It's difficult with simulation games, you know. It depends what the intent and the. I'm gonna take this out and put it next to there, because that's the top there. You know, it depends on what the intent and the intent, inspiration, the overall idea that the developers have. You know, whether it be really realistic or not. One would assume that this is going for a more realistic look and feel. So this might be, like I say, a specific realistic real-life form factor, if that's the term. But we got our switch and our server box. Is it a card, or do the cards go in there? Yeah, like I say, not a clue. On the back we have a lot of ports. Now, are there certain innies and outies? I don't think there probably... I don't think there is, and I don't... Even if there is in real life, I don't know if it is in this one. I'm going to say I don't know quite a bit, more than usual. Buy cable in the store. I can get that. I can follow that. Okay, what have we got? Cable 100 meters. It's Cat 6E, blue. And we've got black and then grey. Let's go with blue. Check out. And then it says connect server with a network switch. Right. This is where, I mean, anyone that's even close to knowing what they're doing here, I've already offended them. So apologies. But this is where people really start going, oh no. It's now saying sign a customer before this recommended to have on 5 servers. All right, so I've already gone off book. Let me remove that. So this is where we have basically incoming from the client, from the outside world, and then we're gonna have to route it through here, connect it all up, and then into here. So I'm gonna go for how many can you fit in this rack for a start? I'm going to say you can get probably 8 in, maybe 10. I don't know. But I'm going to leave the top ones for connecting to there. This I'm probably thinking far too far ahead. This one, I mean, could you do that and you do that? Is there any reason to do it? I don't think there is, but I'm going to do that. Have around 5 servers already connected. Okay, I'm going to do just that. So we're going to go over to here. 5 servers. We've now got decent experience and money we already had. So 5 servers. I'm going to order 5. It says have around 5 servers. 6 is around 5. I'm sure that's how it all works in IT. It'll do. Actually, I've been in some places it is like that. We can't speak on it in detail for legal reasons, you understand. Continue on. And let's shove all of these in. And then we'll have to, like I say, connect up the customer, which isn't permanent. So one would assume that this is going to be a case of setting up what you can, getting going, and then obviously the contract may expire or change or whatever, and you'll have to do your best to change things out. So how many have I got in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you might be able to fit 10 in there. Okay. So that. And in here, so how much have we got in here? We've got 99.5 meters, so we have used a tiny bit of cable. Oh, imagine having to terminate all of these. What a nightmare. So, I'm not going to be precious about the routing. I will make it so it is readable, hopefully. That seems to be alright. So, we do need to then get a client. We have 3 clients on the list. We have Bermuda Triangle Backup, level 1, number of apps 10, type is orange hexagon, which are the bestigons. Dad Joke Database, Grown Worthy Wisdom, level 1, reputation required 10. Can't get that one, requires yellow and blue. And then Midlife Crisis Consulting, your data deserves better. We need 20 reputation. Let's just go for Bermuda Triangle. Ooh, right, more stuff. More things to worry about. So, customer logo on the top. Shows the network ports. Connecting both ports on the server will not make the server compute faster, but will create redundancy. If one path fails, the application is still served by a second path. Subnet. You need to set up the server inside this subnet to provide service for this application. Subnet mask. Depending on this, you will set the maximum IPs in the subnet range. For example, /28 or 255.255.240 gives you a maximum of 14 usable addresses, whereas 1 is used by the gateway. You might as well be speaking a foreign language translated through 2 paper cups connected by a piece of string. Gateway, networking device that links, enables communication between different networks. Speed. What's it? Yes, it says requirements for the customer and how many inputs and outputs per second. It is input outputs per second. Got that right at least. Small victories. And then application logo and the type required. Okay, we'll just close that down. So, over here we have server 0, current speed 0. There's the logo. So this is where it's coming from the outside world. There's your subnet mask. So 192.34.14.0/28. Now, we probably have, I think there is a tutorial page in here, which is... Oh, I've seen that one before. And that one. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh no. I mean, yeah. It means that this has been thought out. That's you know, credit where credit's due. IP version 4. Yeah. Is that Internet Protocol version 4? Or is that the name of the guy that made it? It's Internet Protocol version 6 overview. There's the format string. Yeah, okay. I mean, pause at any point if you really want to know what them are. I do not, and hopefully we don't need to know. What I do need to do is connect things up. So, this cable will go to there. It only says we need to connect the one. So I'm going to put it on to... well, when in doubt, leave a little bit of space just in case things change. So I'm going to put it in the middle. And going to the middle. And then... oh, we can probably go over to the middle. And then, I guess... you would have these, you know, specific, you know, on specific lines and stuff, so it's very easy to trace and to replace. For the purpose of this demo, I don't think I'll be too concerned about it. I've put it on the third one. 1, 2, third one, third one, third one, third one, and then there we go. Okay. If there's one that's curling, it's bending over a little bit. Not overly keen on that one. But it's in. Right. Fire it up. Network switch. It's got end of life in 4 hours. Let's turn this one on. Server.yellow 1. And I think these change those change the customer. Okay. So that customer is the Bermuda Triangle backup. Now, I believe it's the subnet we need. 192.34.14. 192. Forgetting it already. 3414. 192. 34. Oh, okay. No, we're gonna have to clear it. 192.34.14. 0. Now that is an exact copy, but won't be 0 and it won't be 1. It should be 2. Did I just look out and do something right? I believe so. It could be factually and could be wrong in real life, but it's went green, and oh, there's data. Data doesn't travel that fast in this game. Okay, it's going to here. And we need to get 55,000 IOPSs. Right, well, hang on then. We'll go for... hang on a second. Delete, copy, put the 2 back in. Paste 3. Helps if I turn it on. We're going. Okay, let's get all these on. I guess if you were managing them, you know, more effectively, you would you want to keep the lifespan by not turn them on. Although one would argue that it's quite difficult to actually program when they're turned off. Paste 5, paste 6, paste 7. Well, we're up to 30,000. So I need at least a few more. Let's get 5 of them. And, oh, I just thought, I'm going to run out. Let's get a switch in a rack. I'm going to run out of space unless I can put Well, I can't put 11 on, can I? Even if I can only put 8 on. We still need more space. So then I don't know how to connect that up. Can you connect switches to switches? It feels like you probably shouldn't. And there's a bit of space at the bottom, but that's probably for something else. You can. That is completely full now. Okay. Oh no. That one. And that one. And then I've got these two left. Well, I'm going to have to go from here. Oh, hang on. Oh, didn't mean that. Yeah, now that's where there's problems. Can I redo it? I can remove it. Is the best I can manage on that one. Okay. So I don't know whether that really matters. I'm just going to... I was going to say I'm going to crouch, but I cannot. Let's turn... Actually, I should only need those ones. So we're on to paste 8. Paste 9. Paste 10. And we need some more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it is forcing us to buy some more. Okay. Well, I did make arrangements for that. I'm going to purposefully not connect that bottom one. Let me see what I can do here. See, already we're going completely off with the routing. Let's put that there. Let's take that out. Remove that. Let's shove it in there. These connections are going to be all over the place, I'm sure. Haven't yet used the trolley because it feels like it's going to just take longer picking it up, putting it down, trying to shift the trolley, and then doing it the other way around. Then just yeah, dragging it through like so. Now here's the question. I know that I can do this. Yeah. So that is, I mentioned about the redundancies. Oh, no, I've done it wrong. Ah, that should have been there. Oh, look, we're crossing the streams. Oh, dear. What a shame. Never mind. Yes, I don't like it either. But, again, and I would love to hear from anyone that's got first-hand knowledge, what sort of disasters have you seen? Okay, my question is, can I connect this to that? Testing. Like that. Let's try it first. I know that works. Yeah, I know that works. Okay, so 10. Paste 11. Yes, yes it does. So you can chain the switches. Now, whether or not in real life you would, or you could, or you should, I have no idea. What I do know is, I don't like that. Let's go there. Let's go, that one, that one, and that one. That one. That one. Oh, hang on, hang on. Oh, you can't undo. You can't undo. Oh, so I'm going to have to just connect it and then there. So we'll go from there. Can you do... Oh, you can, yeah, put it on the same line. And then we're going to take it over to there. And then there. And then there. And then there. And then there. Yep. There's our redundancy. And then paste 12. Completed. We are. Well, it says okay and it's in green. That'll do for me. So, reputation 10. Experience 701 and increasing. We have go. Now, I don't think I needed to route that second cable. That's just redundancy. Again, I don't know if there's going to be simulations in, you know, cables getting damaged via random events or degradation or whatever. Beyond the scope of probably this demo and my experience. But it's working. Now, that is more likely... it's more luck than judgment. So the next one, midlife crisis consulting. You need 20 reputation, but I need dad joke database. Okay. Required reputation is 10, but we need 2 different types of service here. UFO download station is now unlocked. Let's at least go for the dad joke database. Orange and blue. Let's get this done. So, we want in 2 racks, 2 switches. What's this other one? 16 RJ45s, 10 gigabytes. This one is a network switch 1U. And these are 2U. Is that the height? Might be. Are these used for chaining the racks and then these go down to the other ones? Don't know. Don't know. Not enough documentation to probably find out either. Not in here. That should do for now. I need at least... I need some risk servers. I need some blue servers, but I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Okay. Maybe I will use this cart now. Alright, so. Oh. Right, there we are. Yep. Let's, oh, I've knocked them. Don't know how many I can carry. That should do for now. And, oh, it is actually physically simulated, right? Okay. And store them. So, sever racks. So this next one then is going to come from here. I don't know where the layout's going to be. I mean, I'm not really too concerned, truth be told, for the purposes of this build. We're going to go that. And we definitely don't want it in the top. We've already established that. So, let's bring this back. Yeah, so I think I did not a terrible job at connecting those up. Certainly could have been more comical about it and went all over the place with it, but some semblance of sensibleness, I think. Like I said, I don't know whether this is worthy of our time, putting them on here. That'll do for now. Bring it through. Took that corner a bit sharp, didn't I? Okay, there we go. And put it in here. Oh, it's filed okay now. Brilliant. Right, and then I've just yeeted those into low Earth orbit. Yeeting being the IT technical term you understand. And I have no idea what the requirements are going to be for this next customer, but I'll do my best to at least get it working. Alright. And how much have we got now? We've got 1, 2, and 3. And we also need some blue now. They're a lot more expensive, I think. Are they? No, the same price. And let's get these in here. So I'll bring them in. Oh, yeah, that was bound to happen. Right, okay, fine. So these blue ones are going to go here. And the thing is, though, the biggest question I have is, can this run Doom? And there we are. Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of this, truth be told, because I think, like I said, it is probably. I don't know if it's more time efficient just doing this. Probably not, actually. But by the time I crash the cart, we'll do it this way. Obviously, I haven't wired anything up yet because I need to. I mean, I could probably do a basic set of wiring, like get the switches connected up to the servers and stuff. We can probably do all that. We can probably do all that. Because once we get the client, there is a time. Well, there was anyway for this first one that we got to indicate how long we had before service was required. So let's see. Oh, I didn't mean that. There we are. Okay. Well, cables. I've got enough cable. Similar thing. It offends me that there's not. We can fit 10 of these. 10 in, but we have to do that. Nice satisfying clicks. There you go. Same for this one. So I think they are just a different. I think it is just different colour. Don't know if there's any additional setup required. But it feels like if the next client's going to require yellow and blue, will there be 4 outputs? Like one stand and one, should we call it backup? I don't know. I'm going to find out. So, dad joke database. There you go. No. Right, I have basically 13 minutes to connect the full thing. And already, I'm going to have some issues, aren't I? Because again, it's 55,000. So this can do. Yeah, it can do 50. So I need more. Okay, well, let's get that up and running. Let's get that up and running. Cable. I think I have the meterage there. For the purposes of just getting it done, I'm gonna just do that. And yes, I know it's far from ideal. Right, so that I think would allow me to get this working. 59 117 10. 59 117 10. Copy, and then 2. All right. Well, you're gonna probably figure out what the rest of it's gonna be. Get all these up and running. Set them to the. See, that there's supposed to be the type of thing that's running. So that's just, I think, just storage. I don't know. Paste 3. Paste 4. Paste 5. Paste 6. Paste 7. Paste 8. Paste 9. Paste 10. Paste 11. And... oh, sorry. Paste 11. And we're a little bit short. So, one thing I might be able to do, and again, this is probably highly irregular, is... well, I'm going to go there to there. But I'm also going to go there. Sorry, no. I'm going to go there. To there. To there. And you probably guessed it. There and... there? Because... oh no, I've got no space on that one. Hang on. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I need one more of them and a lot more of them. Haven't connected up the other one. But this might work. I'm guessing this is just a... you do not, in any level, do something like this. I wonder if you can chain these. Like, you can go from there... you can go from there to there and then there to there. You probably can in the game, but again... paste 12. Yeah. So that's now... so, we've got... different colours now. It's this one going along into here. And then we were a little bit shy of the power. So we've routed this all the way to here. And then it's now running in that one. But we also have options here as well. Again, would you do this in real life? Probably absolutely not. Has it been done? I would take a wild guess and say it probably has. Okay. I probably didn't need to buy another rack because I could just probably dump it over there. In fact, I probably will try it, truth be told. And this is just testing the game out. But we come on to the analysis of, like, who is this game for? If it's not right, the ones that know what's right and wrong will be, you know, they'll be hurting. They'll be hurting. And other people, maybe, who don't know what they're doing, is it too much of a... oh, didn't mean to do that. Is it too much of a learning curve? Well, I've just followed the tutorial and mind what limited knowledge I have. I would say the tutorial is very bare bones, and as much as this information is cool, I don't know how useful it is for mere mortals. But let's see. 59.118.11. Clear. 59.118.11. Copy. And then it's 2. You can't. You shouldn't be able to use 1, right? Let me just try that. That didn't work at all. Paste 2. No. Paste 1. Does not like that. I can understand that. But that is working now because there is technically there going to this, going to this. Also going to there and then down to that. Let's just continue on. Paste 4. Paste 5. Hang on. Paste. Oh, I've clicked copy on the other one, haven't I? Cancel. Copy. Paste 4. Paste. And copy that. Yeah, it's because the other thing's in paste 4. Now we'll go on. Paste 5. Paste 6. Paste 7. Paste 8. Paste 9. Paste 10. Paste 11. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Something's gone wrong here. Let's knock those off. So then knock the next one on. 40. Still 40. Oh yeah, what actually helps is if you plug it in. So I'll do that now. There we go. And that should be up to 50. Yeah, there you go. Again, you know, I'm sure an expert has done that many a time. Why is it not working? Try plugging it in. Yeah, of course it's plugged in. Oh, right. And because we can, we're just going to dump that there. This can then go from that to... Actually, you know what? I'm going to try something. Doesn't really matter. There to there. This is something you would not do. Again, paste. I've already got 12, have I not? No, I haven't. Right. That doesn't work. That makes sense. But if I remove that, and that because it offends me. There we go. Okay. Well, we have completed that task. Look at that. Yes. And now we sit and wait for all the inadequate security to allow everybody to install mass amounts of coin farming on all of these or host unsolicited sites of various levels of legality. Okay, we could, if we wanted to, go for what have we got now? We've got the midlife crisis consulting. We've got a UFO download, and we've got the tax haven holdings, different reputations in order to get. So I can get that one there, and you can see once again different requirements, and yeah. Okay. We're not going to do that because I think we're all probably picking up what this game's putting down. I say all, you are. Let's go back to main menu and we'll call it there for a bit of data center, in brackets, simulator, close brackets. Yeah, so overall, it is what it is, I guess. The tutorial is, you know, very, very... it is easy to follow, but it is very bare bones. Again, you know, it really depends on who this is aimed for. I can see that if it does have a accurate level of representation and simulation, those in the know will probably really, really get into it. You know, it is that you know, that simulator of, you know, people who work in this then come home to do that virtually. So there's people that drive trucks, do that, and then drive like Euro trucking and stuff like that. You know, there is obviously a reason for this sort of thing to exist. For me, like I say, it is a curiosity. and I do quite like the physicality of it and the routing stuff. I can find that quite enjoyable, quite cathartic, quite relaxing at that bit. And then it's just the troubleshooting where I'll probably just want to set fire to the whole thing. But I've enjoyed my little time with it. We'll see what the full game brings. So now we'll add, I guess, server maintenance to our CV and repartee. We've done electricians and truck driving and many other simulations, and we've run so many shops. So yeah, all good, I guess. Either way, if you like what you see, check the link out in the description, and let me know what you think in the comments, especially in this case for anyone that does know, is in the know for like say this sphere. Then we'd like to hear not just about the game, but also my attempt at playing this thing. Either way, thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Take care of yourself. I'm Generic parting.